right? So the second category is more important compared with the first one. Parallel combination is very important, and generally we work on the parallel combinations. And this is the diagram. Again, we have taken three resistors, three resistance. Three resistance means three different kind of devices. So first device resistance is R1, second one that R2, and the third one having resistance R3. And remember, children, I told you in your exams you have to use books to represent the resistance like that. Okay, so don't be confused with this symbol. So we have three resistance, and observe this diagram. This diagram is called a parallel combination. This is the diagram that I began with the lesson. You know that, children, I have drawn the two diagram, one in the series, other one in the parallel. So same kind of diagram. They're parallel. One parallel means parallel. One after one, then other device, they are parallels to each other. And what other things we find from this circuit diagram? If you observe carefully, again we have a battery. The battery was also there in the series combination. Battery is here in the series combination. There was also the current in the series combination. There is a current in the parallel combinations. But if you see, when the current produced by the battery, suppose that is the current produced by the battery, and when this current reaches to this point here, suppose this is the point number C. When the current reaches to the point number C, or at the junction at C, what happened with the current, children? You observe that some of the current is moving towards the resistor number 1. Some of the current is going to the resistor number R2, and some of the current is going to the resistor number 3. So basically what is happening here, if you observe carefully, so it means in a parallel combination, current divide. In series, we have seen the same current was passing through the resistance R1, R2, and R3. But here, current divides. Here, current divides at the point C. So now the current find that there are three different paths to flow. Suppose if I stand there at the point C, and if I see that I find that there are 3 or 4 ways to move. Like this, if I come out from our GMIS school, so we have different way to go out. One going to the left, one going to the right, and one is going to the straight path. And I can choose only one path. I cannot go at the same instant of time to the 3 different paths. But here, current can do. Current has a special feature that it adjusts in such a way that some current, it will ask that some of the current will go to the path number 1, to the resistance R1. Some of the current will go to the resistance number 2, and some of the current will pass through the resistance number 3. Now, children, I am saying some of the current divide here. How the current will divide, we will discuss that point in our later classes, but it divides. So basically, suppose if I consider the battery has produced the current of 10 ampere, and let me take, suppose 3 ampere is going to the resistance 1, 4, let me take 5 ampere is going to the resistance R2, and what is the remaining current? 5 plus 3, 8, the remaining is 2 ampere will go to the third resistor. All these are in ampere, children. Ampere is the unit of current. So it means I can write a very, very beautiful equation. That equation is I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. In parallel combination, current divide. This is the result for the parallel combination. But if you go back, just try to recall, in series combination, that was the, in series combination where we have seen voltage divided. V1 plus V2 plus V3. The total voltage was equal to the V1 plus V2 plus V3 in series combination. This is the for the series result. But this one is the for the parallel. Don't be confused with the parallel combination. In parallel combination, current divides, but whatever the current is produced by the battery, that the total current is equal to the sum of the individual current passing through the different kind of resistors. So that is the first information about the parallel combination. So in parallel combination, that current passes through different loops. Let me draw the different loops. How many loops I can make in this circuit diagram? So first loop is that the first possibility for the current is to follow this path and return back to the battery. Again, this closed loop. Second, let me take another color. Second loop will be that the current can pass through the second resistor, second loop, and can follow this path. This is our second loop. Third one will be that the current at this point can follow this loop and can flow. The current can flow. So it means if the resistance R1 stop working, like the bulb get fused, still the current I2 can pass through the second resistance, and the device which are connected across the resistance R2, bulb is there, it will still continue glowing. If a fan is there at R2, it will continue glowing. Similarly for the R3 also. If R1 is not working, if current stop flowing through the R1 due to some damage, due to some problems, due to some short circuit is there, still the rest of the component, still the rest of the loop, they will continually work. Calista said so. So the difference is just that series total we count in volt and parallel is in current. Calista and all of you students, listen carefully. In series combination, voltage divide, and that the total voltage V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, and current was same. In what happened in parallel combination, current divide. So I1, I2, I3 will be equal to total current produced by the battery, that equal to I. So you have to remember, just these are the things that you have to memorize also. And what about the constant? In parallel combination, there is certain thing that remains constant. In parallel, what is constant? Voltage. Voltage, children. Voltage V remains constant across each resistor. What do you mean by this statement? What do you mean by this statement, children? That V remains constant. This is the voltage. If you connect a voltmeter in parallel, a voltmeter number V1, so that voltmeter will find out whatever the voltage is there. Suppose it is a 15 volt battery, I connected 15. So it will find this is the 15 volt. In series, remember, try to recall the series combination diagram, that V1 was not same as the voltage was here. And similarly, if you connect a second voltmeter across the second resistor in the parallel combination, remember I am emphasizing on the word parallel. Now we are talking about parallel. In parallel, V2 is also the same, whatever the total voltage, still it will be 15 volt. Similarly, for the third resistor also, voltage remains same in parallel combination. Now, children, you don't be confused. So let me move to the next slide so that you can first copy all this point in your notebook and just wait a minute. Okay, I have to tell you this equation also first, then I will go. In parallel combination, children, you have to remember this result. Total resistance in parallel combination is given by very important equation, very important result of parallel combination, this one. 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If the fourth resistor is there, 1 by R4. Fifth resistor is there, 1 by plus 1 by R5. If only two are there, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So that is the equation to calculate the total resistance in parallel combinations. For example, let me draw one diagram, children, to explain this equation. Suppose I have connected this resistor and there is another resistor, and suppose this is 5 ohm and this is 10, and the question is find the equivalent resistance. So whenever you find, you have to find the equivalent resistance, total resistance, effective resistance of this combination, and then you have to think whether these two resistors are in series or in parallel. So who will tell me that these two resistors, they are in series or in parallel? Yeah, been these two resistors are in series or parallel. That's the diagram which I have drawn.
Is it parallel?
Yeah, it's a parallel combination. Thank you. It's a parallel combination. First point, children, you have to identify whether it is a series or parallel. If you say, sir, it is a series combination, and you start writing the result of series combination, what is the result of series combination? That to find the equivalent resistance, that is R1 plus R2, and you do that. This is a 5 plus 10 equal to 15. 15 is the answer, but that answer will be wrong because this is not series combination. This is a parallel combination. What is the equation for parallel combination? You can find. This is the equation. What is R1? 1 by 5. What is R2? Like I will write here. Do the calculation. Do the calculation, children. And please tell me what is the answer now. What is RP? You have to find RP. Please do this calculation. Calculate whatever the method in mathematics that the mathematics teacher told you that. Please do calculation and tell me what is RP. Ananya said this 3 by 10. Three by 10. This is 1 by RP. 1 by RP, Ananya. 1 by RP equal to 3 by 10. Am I right? But you have to calculate RP. You have to reverse. You have to reciprocate. Okay, so RP will be, then it will be 10 by 3. So 10 by 3 means 3.33 something. That will be the answer. Now, children, that okay, you will do this calculation. Calculation is not difficult. You can do the calculation in calculator. Even 1 divided by 5 plus 1 divided by 10 in calculator, and just add, and then again reverse, because I need RP. I don't want 1 by RP. I need RP, because the question is find the total resistance, and total resistance is RP. So every time when you use this method of LCM, by taking the LCM, you have to reverse the value, because you have to calculate RP. Now there is a shortcut technique, children. And what is that shortcut technique? The shortcut method is, whenever the two resistors are given in parallel, please note down children somewhere. If two resistors are in parallel, multiply the two resistors, and in the denominator add both of them, R1 and R2, R1 plus R2. This is the shortcut method. So this is applicable when only the two resistors are there. So I will use the same method, that one resistance was 5, other was 10, and add them. 5 plus 10. So what is 5? 10 is 50, and 5 plus 10, 15, and you divide this. Again the same result. This is 10 by 3. 10 by 3 means 6 point something. Again, it's a shortcut technique, shortcut method, because in your exams you will find the MCQ questions, and you don't have time, 40 questions within a 45 minutes or 50 minutes you have to do. You have a very limited time. You have to complete this question within 1 minute, children. So better to use shortcut methods technique to find out the right answers. What is the time now, children? Still we have 2 more minutes. Okay, I want to show you another slide, children, before we end this class. And this one, yeah, these are the just conclusion. You note down. In parallel combination, voltage is same, but the current, divide, that the total current produced by the battery is the sum of individual current passing through the different kind of loop, or through the different kind of resistors. So here I can also write equation number 4th point, and as I is equal to V upon R, and V is constant here, we are taking that this value is same, so it means I is inversely proportional to resistance. That's why this resulting. I is inversely proportional to ratio of current I1, I2, I3, that is 1 by R1, 1 by R2. This is not required in IGCSE, but for the competitive exam, that is, it is required. Now, just one more slide, children. this point, children. And as we have done that, we have one equation in series combination, how we can find the V1, how we can find the V2. In parallel combination, generally the questions come that you need to calculate the I1. That just focus on this diagram. Focus on this diagram, children. Suppose if I ask you find this I1 or find this I2, how will you do? How will you find out? R1 is given, R2 is given. This equation, children. So next time we will do some questions. Okay, that was my target to complete this topic in today's class, children. So note down this equation. Still, we have one more slide here. There is one more important result. You first note down, children, that we will end our class. Okay, later on I will share this value. And the effective resistance decreases. In parallel, resistance decreases. In parallel, the effective resistance decreases. And last result that I will suggest you to note down, the point number 7, only point number 7, children. Forget about this point, just forget about this. This will help only those students for looking for engineering. Otherwise, for IGCSE, RP equal to R divided by N. RP equal to R divided by N. What do you mean by this statement? RP, resistance in parallel. This equation is required or applicable in a situation when you have given thousands of resistors and all of them are equal. Suppose instead of 50 resistance, instead of 2, 3, 50 components are connected in parallel, 100, thousands. So in that situation, and if the resistor of each resistor is same, what do you mean by this statement? Let me draw a diagram. Suppose one resistor, second resistor, third, fourth, fifth, or up to 100. Up to 100 resistors are there. So in that situation, it is very difficult to write this equation 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, 1 plus R3, 1 by 50, 1 by R60, R70, R80. Very difficult. So then we have this technique. Let me show one example to clarify the use of this equation Rp equal to R by N. And you will find here in the slide. Question number 1, children. Are you there? Are you listening, boys and girls?
Yes, sir.
Now, just please pay attention on this question number 1 and find out the answer. A wire of resistance 4R is bent in the form of a circle. What is the effective resistance between the ends of the diameter? Means you have a wire. Suppose a long wire, this wire, having resistance 4R. Now in the second part, they said it is bent in the form of circle. So long wire is converted, bent into the form of a circle. Still the resistance of this circle is 4R because we are using the same wire. Now you have to calculate what is the total resistance between the ends of the diameter. So diameter, I can draw this is the diameter. The diameter can draw anywhere, diameter. So let me connect a battery here in this case, just for us to make this question simple. When the current reaches to this point, what happens? So some of the current will go upward because there is a different path. So this I will take, this is R1, and some of the current will go to the lower part of the loop, and this is R2. And what is R1? R1 equal to 2R actually, because the total resistance is 4R. Across the diameter, the resistance will equally divided among the two parts. So 2R will be upward and R2 is also equal to 2R. So I want to use this equation R equal to R by N. So what is R? R means that the individual resistance. What is that? 2R. What is the value of N? N means that how many resistance are there? One wire here, other wire here. 2 resistors are there. So 2 cancelled by 2. So we are getting the answer here. 2. Let me check the answer. And you can find that the answer is R. Even you can also use the same equation. What is that equation? 1 by sorry. Yeah, you can find that we have this equation. You can also use the same equation. And again, 1 by 2r plus 1 by 2r, you will get the same result. Even the third method to do this same question, as I told you, the shortcut, there is another shortcut method. If the two resistors are there, multiply, and in the divide, you add. If you multiply this, you will get 2 into 2, 4, and r into r, that is r square divided by 4, 2r plus 2r, 4r, r will 1r cancel by this, 4 cancel by 4, you are left with only r, then again the answer is still r. So students, there are so many ways to do this question. Calista, you asked me that how did I get this 2r? Wire having the total resistance. Now children, that I'm over, so first you want to, those who want to leave, you may leave, and I have just one query for the Calista. I want to explain her. The rest of the students, if you want to leave, please, you may leave.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye bye children, take care.